Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to film for you my February empties. My neighbor is still working on his roof and it seems louder today for some reason. The last video didn't seem too bad, but we'll see when I am editing this video how bad it is. I may have to re-film this on a day when he's not pounding on his roof. So I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible, go through these products as fast as I can. I am really excited. I used up quite a bit this month. Some of it makeup and some of it skincare. I did some decluttering and I did get rid of some things through decluttering, but I did use those for a little bit of time just to see how much more I could get out of them or if I really needed to declutter them right now. So that's only a couple things, but I really am excited about how much makeup I have used. This is my bag here of empties, and I do have a couple more here on the side. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and get into it so that this video isn't too long with all that pounding in the background. The first thing I am going to start with is my Eco Tools paddle hairbrush. I didn't bother to take the hair out of this, so I do apologize. This brush I've had for a little while now. I use this to comb my hair right as soon as I get out of the shower. This is supposed to be really gentle on the hair. It is not a wet brush, but it's supposed to be really gentle on the hair when the hair is wet. And the reason why I'm getting rid of this is because it does this. My hair is so thick and sometimes really knotty when I get out of the shower, and it constantly pulls this apart. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. This is a brush that I probably will purchase in the future. I do have a wet brush, but I find that I have to use something that's a little more like this before I can go in with the wet brush because of how thick my hair is. The next product is my Arbonne FC5 Exfoliating New Cell Scrub, and I do have a backup of this, so I don't need to repurchase this right away. This is a very gentle exfoliating scrub. It does not have any beads in it, but it does have some sort of grit to it. I really do enjoy the Arbonne line, but I don't know that for the price point that this is something that I need to go ahead and spend the money on. I think it's something like $39. So I don't know that I need to repurchase this, although they do have a moisturizer that is like holy grail for me, that when I don't have any more moisturizers to use, I will repurchase that one. But this I probably will not repurchase, but I did enjoy it and I do have a backup to use of this. The next product that I have is the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. I really enjoy this foundation. It really sits nice on my skin. It keeps me matte throughout the day, and I just really like how this looks on my skin. Covers up beautifully. It is like a full coverage foundation without looking too heavy or cakey, and I would definitely repurchase this in my correct shade because I do have several backups that I don't think are my correct shade, but I can mix with some other things. And when I need a foundation in the future, this is definitely something that I would probably go for again. The next product is also a foundation. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I really enjoyed this. I still think this is slightly off of my color, even though I was color matched for it. This is 4.5, so I think I would probably go down to a 4 or even a 3.5 if it's available. But this is a $62 foundation, so I'm not sure that I would run right out to purchase this again. I do have a lot of foundations to go through, and one of those being the Dior Star Foundation that I feel is very comparable to this. So I really enjoyed this, and I do miss using this on the daily, but I probably will not go out and repurchase this, at least not for quite a while. The next two products I have are actually products that I didn't think that I even still had. These are the Lancome Bifacil. This is in the 4.2 and this is in the 1.7, and I kind of just dug these up in my collection. Didn't realize I still had them, but if you remember back to a couple of empties ago, maybe even in the last empties, whenever, one of my last empties, I said that I really didn't care for this product much, and you know what, it works, but it's not something that I feel is necessary for the price point. This is $30 and I think this is like $15, so it's really not worth the price point when you can get something like the Up and Up dupe for the Neutrogena, and even the one that Stephanie from the Daisy Girlie said she just found from CVS that I would really like to try next. I think I'm completely out of eye makeup removers, so I probably will purchase that. But I did just purchase the Ulta Micellar Cleansing Pads. They were buy two, get two free because Ulta products were buy two, get two free. They are $8 a pack for, I think, 30 pads. So I spent $16 and got double what I would have gotten otherwise with those pads, and then basically equivalent to my Olay take everything off makeup remover pads. So I have those to use for now that I probably will be using, and then I will purchase the CVS brand. I did use those micellar pads to take off swatches on my hand the other day, and they came off really easily. So I have really high hopes for those, using those as a makeup remover. The next product I have is my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and this is in the color Transparent. This is definitely a holy grail product for me. I don't have any more of these in my collection right now, but I do have a lot of powders to go through, but definitely will repurchase this. Super cheap. It's like $4.99 at the drugstore. Really super cheap. Really enjoy this product. Holy grail for me. Will purchase in the future. The next product is the Up and Up Dual Effects Moisturizer, and this is a dupe for the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer, I think. And honestly, I really did enjoy this when I first got it, and I still enjoyed it, but I think the scent kind of changed towards the end, and I think I'm probably just going to go back to the Clean and Clear because I know I really like it. And I really enjoy the scent of that. So probably will go back to that, but this is a really nice alternative. Worked just fine, worked just the same, although I do feel like it's a little bit thinner than the Clean and Clear. The next product is the Bath & Body Works Bright Autumn Day Deep Cleansing Hand Soap. The deep cleansing hand soaps from Bath & Body Works are a holy grail to me in general. I really enjoyed this scent. It says, pack a picnic, grab a sweater, get ready for gorgeous leaves and crisp fall air. My husband did not care for this, but I really did enjoy it. I think it was like a bright kind of apple undertone, and I really did enjoy this. But the product itself, the Deep Cleansing Hand Soap, is definitely a favorite holy grail for me, and I will definitely repurchase these. I have a few backups of these right now, so I won't be repurchasing any, but I do have some of the Black Cherry Merlot, a couple of those. That is my all-time holy grail scent from this line, but I don't think I have any more of the autumn ones. I'm using one right now, and then this was the other one. These are what I use in the morning to wash my hands, to wash makeup off my hands if I put foundation on the back of my hand or something like that. So I really enjoy these to use in the morning to take my mess off my hands. The next product is the Ultralight Cleansing Oil from Neutrogena, and I did a review on this some time ago, and I really did enjoy this when I got this, but by the end I just felt like I was over it for some reason. So I don't know if it's just cleansing oils in general or if I just really ended up not liking this product. I am using the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water that's kind of dual phase with a waterproof makeup removing properties, which I don't really use it for because I've been using eye makeup removers and then taking off the rest of my face makeup with that. So what I do want to do is try the Burt's Bees cleansing oil, which Abby from Make Life Your Runway uses, and see how I feel about that and see if I'm just over cleansing oils in general. But I am enjoying that Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water, except I do feel like I either need to go in twice with it or I do need to rinse my face, which it does say it's a no rinse. But that's my only complaint. This is the Juice Beauty Hydrating Mist. And this was just a sample. It hydrated my face nice, but I really didn't like the scent of this. This was in my 2016 makeup use up goals, along with another face spray that I am actually almost finished with now. So when I finish all of my face sprays, I do intend to purchase MAC Fix Plus again, but I definitely wanted to make sure I had all of those face sprays out of my collection before I spent money to repurchase that product. So this is finished. The next product I have is the Anatomicals You Need a Blooming Shower Your Nose Smells Rose Body Cleanser. And this I had gotten in a box, not a birch box, glossy box many, many, many months ago, probably over a year ago. And I really did enjoy this. It really does smell very strongly of rose, so if you are not a rose fan, this is probably not something that you would want to use. I did use this as a dish cleaner for a little while when I was out of dish soap, and it worked really well for that, and it worked really well as a body wash, but not something I would go out and try and find to repurchase, but I did enjoy it. Oops. So the next three things are actually nail polishes. The first one is this Revlon Color Stay Gel Shine Top Coat. And as you can see, this does move around really well in the bottle. However, it's really hard to apply to the nails. I feel like it's very thick, and it doesn't really give me that nice shine that I'm used to with this product. So I figured I would go ahead and get rid of this. The next product is my Orly Preamp nail polish. And this is one of the polishes that I wanted to use up as one of the 6 that I wanted to use up this year. So this was not completely finished, but it was right about that point where most people tend to throw away their nail polishes. It was down to just below that last black line. I'm sure that the brush doesn't reach it any longer. I opened it a lot, using it a lot, so it got really thick, and I have had really bad luck with nail polish thinners in the past, so I just chose not to do that and to go ahead and toss it. But it is a really pretty color, one that I have researched on Amazon and eBay because I think it was limited edition, because I would like to have this again in the future when I can get rid of some other polishes. This is the OPI nail lacquer in the color Hotter Than You Pink. Same thing, pretty much down to about the same point, got really thick. It's a really pretty color, but going to go ahead and get it out of my collection. The next 3 things are actually as a result of decluttering with my mascaras and my eyeliners, and they are all mascaras. And the first one is one that I didn't even use at all. This is the Fiber Lash Extend Extreme Black Lengthening Mascara from Model Co. And if you see, this is really hard for me to get out. It was this dry when I opened it. Completely, totally, not any kind of color whatsoever at all. Totally dry mascara. So I don't know if the packaging is just really bad or what, but definitely didn't even use that one. This next one is the Falsies by Maybelline. This used to be my holy grail. I do have a couple of backups of this, but I did get a couple of uses out of this once I pulled it out of my collection thinking I was going to declutter it because it was starting to get really dry. So I did get 1 or 2 uses out of this before I decided to just toss it. This is the L'Oreal Waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black, and this is also very dry, although it does have some kind of color to it, but it doesn't really translate well on my lashes. I do have a bunch of the L'Oreal voluminous line mascaras, including a blue one, but I don't have any more carbon black. This also was a holy grail product for me, and they do still sell it, so it is something that I would repurchase in the future, but I have absolutely no need whatsoever of any kind of mascaras in my life right now, so that's going to go ahead and go. The last products that I have are actually going to just be straight decluttered out of my collection. These are the Way Out Super Hair Glue from Rockaholic by TG, and these were in my sample basket, and I pulled them one time during the sample roulette, and I was reading the back of the first time I just completely rejected them, and I don't know why I didn't leave them out of the bag, but I pulled them again, and this says to distribute through hair and style as desired, but hurry, it hardens quickly. And that just doesn't sound like anything that I would be interested in. I don't need my hair to be crunchy and nasty. So something that I'm going to go ahead and just declutter out of my collection, and I'm not even going to pass them along because I don't really have anybody in my life that I think would need or want to use a hair glue. So these are just going to go. And the next thing and the last thing is this Deep Sea Cosmetics Nourishing Cuticle Oil. And this just smells completely terrible. So I think that the oil has gone off. So not something that I enjoy using. I did use it once. The oil still feels fine, but it makes my hands smell terrible. So this is something that I'm just going to go ahead and declutter. So that is it for my empties. I'm going to go ahead and post my totals at the end here for this month as far as what I've used up. But I know that I have been putting the total for that product, as I mentioned, each product along the bottom as we go along. I'm really proud of the amount that I was able to use up this month as far as dollar amount, especially versus the amount of money that I spent on any kind of beauty products. I'm really impressed with myself. The end of the year, I am keeping track of what I have spent on beauty products versus what I've used up. So I have those totals at the end of the year, but I'm going to keep track of those on a monthly basis. And I saw XOXO Foodie or Foodie XOXO here on YouTube also give herself like a $5 allowance per $50 that she uses up each month. So I have started doing that for myself as well, and that's just $5 that you can spend on any kind of beauty items. And of course, if I spend more than that, I will just subtract that allowance amount from what I've actually spent, and then the total left over will be what I've kind of left myself accountable for the year versus, you know, for what I've spent versus what I've used up. So I hope that made sense. Maybe it will by the end of the year, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks. Bye.